الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ما بعد. طيب, we finished المسح على الخفين, wiping on the leather socks. طيب, and yes, we reached to a point that if the leather socks was not totally okay, there are some holes, is it acceptable or not? Because they discuss this point. Why? Because for our feet we have to wash the feet, but suppose there is some holes on the feet, okay, so I can see part of my foot. Okay, so some scholars said this way, no, you cannot. Why? Because if there's something exposed, you have to wash it. Okay, we can wipe only on the sock, but if there's something can be seen, so this part should be washed, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to wash the feet. Huh? Any part. And the other scholars said, no, it's okay. Why? Because this was common. The leather socks of the companions, no doubt they were not completely covered, because they were poor, and when they walk, of course, there will be some holes. So the point is, they say, if it can be used, okay, even with some holes or few holes, it's okay. But it can be used or not? Yes, it can be used. Khalas, you can wipe on it, and this is acceptable. And this is the opinion of Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa, and Imam Malik. They said it is allowed to wipe on the socks with hole, but if it is possible to walk with it. It is possible to walk with it, and it is possible to use it, khalas, you can wipe on it. طيب. Next point, where to wipe? On top, bottom, or both? طيب. The first opinion, مذهب الإمام أبو حنيفة, Imam Ahmed AlRumh, الثوري, they said the sunnah is to wipe on the top. The sunnah to wipe on the top of the socks. So these are your feet, so you wipe on top without wiping the bottom. Okay, why? Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wiped on the top of the socks, as it came in hadith Ali ibn Abi Talib. Okay, and there is hadith that to wipe on top and bottom, but this is not authentic. It's not authentic. So what is authentic? It is enough you wipe on the top of the socks, leather socks. طيب. But if someone wipe on both top and bottom, his wudu is valid or not? Yes, it is valid. But where is the problem?
Only on the bottom.
Yes, only on the bottom. Okay, so this is a problem. This is a problem. So it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. Next point, when the wiping is not valid, okay, number one, janaba. Janaba means you need to take shower, so you have to remove the socks. You have to remove the socks and you take the shower. Number two, if the time finished, then you cannot wipe. Khalas, the 24 hours finished. After that, you cannot wipe. Or if you wipe, it is not acceptable. It doesn't mean your wudu is invalid. Okay? It doesn't mean your wudu invalid, but it means you cannot wipe again. Clear? Or not clear? طيب. We mentioned last halqa that you have the chance 24 hours if you are in your country, and if you are a traveler, 72 hours. طيب. After 24 hours, okay, what is the ruling? We'll tell you, if you want to make wudu, don't wipe. You have to wash your feet. Okay. Then you said, okay, after 24 hours, I did not break my wudu. Can I pray now? Yes, you can pray. You can pray. Yeah, for example, after 23 hours, you did wudu and you wipe.
And it is valid.
It is valid. You remove your socks, okay, the time finish, your wudu is there. طيب, but don't wipe again. تمام?
After 24 hours.
Yes, after the 24 hours.
But he can pray because wudu is valid.
Yes, he can pray. He can pray.
But the start time, the 24 hours starts when he makes wudu after first time when he makes wudu.
A wajib wudu.
Wajib.
Yes, we said when you start the time, the first wajib wiping.
We also referred that if you remove the sock, the wudu is mandatory.
Yes, we mentioned this point, صح? Last time. طيب, نزع الخف. Okay, if you remove your socks. طيب, removing the socks will not invalidate your wudu. This will not invalidate your wudu. But if you remove, يعني, you used wipe, you did wipe, okay, then you remove your socks, then you wear them again. Now we tell you it is not allowed to wipe on them. Why? Because when you wore them without wudu, I mean without wudu of washing. I made my wudu now, okay, for Fajr Salah. طيب, and I put on the socks. I came to the masjid. طيب, so after 2 hours after the halqa, I went to the toilet. Then I made wudu to pray duha. So I prayed duha. After duha salah, I removed my socks because I'm sitting here in the masjid. Then before leaving the masjid, I wore the socks again. Okay? Then I went home and I went to the toilet. Now, if I want to make wudu for dhuhr, can I wipe on them? No. Why? Because I removed them. I removed them. Okay? I removed them. I removed them after making masih, after wiping.
And war again.
Yes.
While you were in wudu.
Yes. يعني, wiping on the socks should be, they should be يعني worn on a washing wudu. A washing wudu, not a wiping wudu.
Sheikh, if one removes it, like if one does the wudu and wears the socks, then he removes the socks,
Okay.
and then he wears it again.
Still on the wudu. Okay.
He has not wiped.
This is valid. This is valid. Yes. This is valid. This is valid. خلاص. Because the rule from the Prophet ﷺ, إني أدخلتهما طاهرتين. I put in my feet when they were طاهر. طيب.
It should be by the wash, not by the
Yes. Yes, it is clear from the hadith. Wash. طيب. Some, huh?
Wiping, how to do it? So one foot at a time or both together?
The way of wiping, it is not mentioned clearly. Okay. يعني, should I wipe on both of them together, or I start with the right then the left? Okay. As it came, the hadith is not clear. But as a general rule, طيب, the Prophet ﷺ likes to start with the right side in the wudu. كان يعجبه التيمم في تنعله وترجله وطهوره. I mean, as a general rule, the Prophet ﷺ likes, Aisha said, the Prophet ﷺ likes to start with the right في تنعله. تنعل means wearing the shoes. وترجله, combing the hair. وطهوره. طهور means wudu. Means tuhur, wudu. So I mean purification. So the general rule, you start with the right, then the left. So you can wipe the right, then the left. What is the proof? The general hadith. The general
But
hadith.
it does both hands together, it's fine.
Acceptable. This is acceptable. If you wipe both of them, this is acceptable. Right?
once,
Hmm?
one time.
Yes, wiping is once. Like wiping the head. Once. Okay? Washing up to 3. Washing up to 3. But wiping the head in the wudu, wiping the socks, once. طيب. To clarify more the point that if you have the socks, okay, after wiping of the socks, then you remove them. You remove the socks. Okay. Some scholars, okay, like Imam Ahmed Shafi'i in the old opinion, Nakha'i al-Awza'i, they said he has to repeat the wudu. You have to repeat the wudu. Why? Because you wipe on the socks, so you have to, and after removing your wudu, now is not valid. So you have to repeat the wudu. The second opinion, okay, Abu Hanifa, طيب, and his friends, اللي هو محمد الحسن الشيباني, Abu Yusuf, okay, and the new opinion of Shafi'i, they said it's enough to wash your feet. Okay, now you have the leather socks. Then, okay, you remove them. You wipe for Fajr, for example. So you remove. They tell you no need to repeat the wudu, just to wash the feet. Then your wudu is valid. طيب. The third opinion, اللي هو Imam Malik, he said you have to wash immediately after removing the socks. Okay? Yes, to keep the wudu valid. Just at the time of removing the socks, you have to wash them if you like your wudu to be valid. The fourth opinion, Hasan al-Basri, Ibn Hazm, they said no need. No need. And this is what we mentioned before. No need to wash your feet and no need to repeat the wudu. Your wudu is valid. Your wudu is valid. They said, why? They said, because the Prophet ﷺ did not tell us that one of the invalidators, one of the nullifiers of wudu, to remove the socks. And also they mentioned, like the person who went to the barber after the wudu. Okay, I made my wudu, then after Salatul Dhuhr, I went to the barber and he removed my hair. Should I repeat the wudu because I wipe on the hair? I should not make the wudu. They said the same concept. The Prophet ﷺ did not tell us that you have to repeat the wudu after shaving your head. Yani in the Umrah, in the Hajj and Umrah, okay, all the companions, they shaved or they cut. The Prophet ﷺ did not tell them, repeat your wudu. After you finish the Umrah, or at the day of Hajj, after the Tawaf, Sa'i, and you shave, you have to do the wudu. He did not tell them. You got the point? تمام? طيب. Now we go to the next point related, which is called المسح على الجوربين. We are talking about the leather socks. الخف. طيب. Now the scholars, there is another chapter about the socks اللي هو made of wool and cotton, polyester, these things. طيب. Because they are.
We are interested.
Huh?
This is what we are interested.
Yeah.
Nobody wears now except friends of Abu Fatma.
Where to find them, the leather socks? يعني شوف, as we mentioned, يعني if there is a deviant sect, okay, doesn't mean that everything that they are doing is wrong.
No. They wear the
Yes, we have to ask them from where? From India or Mubarakiya? From Mubarakiya. طيب. No, this is an important point. Sometimes we think that because they are deviant sect, okay, so everything that they are doing is wrong.
We don't do that.
But then in this case, then they will justify that, okay, take the good and leave the bad. This is what many say. Okay, when you attend whatever the gathering, many of them say, I'm taking the good and leaving the bad.
No, this is wrong. Yani this group of people, yes, I said, it doesn't mean that everything that they are doing is wrong. For example, if they are growing the beard, okay, this is sunnah. Okay, they are using the little. Okay, can we say using the khuf is sunnah? طيب. Praying with the khuf, okay, yani this is something good. Okay, some scholars said sunnah. Okay. But this doesn't mean that we join them and we should notice what is good we take and what is wrong we reject. No, we should not join. We should not join them. يعني شوف, at the beginning, many scholars said, okay, join them and try to advise them. Okay, maybe you'll find old fatwa from great scholars. He said, many people ask, because this was big fitna. طيب, Sheikh, can we join this group or not? طيب, they say, and Sheikh, they have some mistakes. Okay, join them, do da'wah with them, and also advise them. But with time, what the scholars found, they don't accept the haqq. Okay, يعني one of the shuyukh said, okay, I will join you, but will you give me the chance to go to Sabhan and talk about Tawheed? No, they will not give him the chance to speak about the Tawheed in Sabhan. To talk about shirk and visiting the graves and asking them and going around the grave. This is shirk, and using the tiwala and using the talisman. And okay, they will not give you the chance. You are not allowed to speak about this. Are you allowed?
One of my relatives was asking to join. Okay, we will join, but we will not take the, what is the book? Dalai Lama. Okay. Let us read from Quran and authentic Sunnah. No, he didn't accept.
Yes. So this is the problem. The problem, they will not give you the chance. They will not give you the chance. Okay, but they are going around the world and many people accepted Islam. Alhamdulillah, this is good, but Allah will ask us, okay, when we join them, we should advise them. We should advise them. Okay, but they are not accepting, they are not giving you the chance. Okay, and also there is another point. Okay, what is the problem if we do our own da'wah? Should we join them? We should not join them. Should we keep silent? Because some people say, Habib, you are not doing da'wah, and why you are speaking bad about them? Habib, we should, okay, yes, this is no doubt, this is our duty to make da'wah. We have to make da'wah, okay? But if they have mistakes, we have to clarify people, their mistakes. Okay,
in places like India, you are the only one. All others are them.
Yani we have to follow the rules of wisdom. We have to follow the rules of wisdom. Yani we have to be wise. We have to be wise because sometimes you are in a place. If you fight with them, you will lose, or the da'wah will lose. Sometimes maybe you can't compromise. Suppose you are in a non-Muslim country, okay, and the government is not Muslim. Okay, if you say anything about them, khalas, they will stop you. For example, if they have a strong relation with the government, they will stop your masjid. If you speak anything about them, so khalas, I'll keep silent, but I can do at least my da'wah. I can teach my students the sunnah, the aqidah. But if I say anything about them, khalas, immediately they will close the masjid. I will be in the jail. I mean, we have to be wise. Why we are talking about this? طيب. Yes, because الجورب. طيب. So الجورب. What is the meaning of الجورب? Okay. الجورب means anything can you wear on your feet, wool, cotton, okay, or anything likewise. Not the leather, okay, wool, cotton, polyester. This is called jawrab. In Arabic, it is called jawrab. In Kuwait we say dlaq. Dlaq. You don't know? New term. Let's write it. What is the ruling of wiping on the socks? The first opinion, Malik, Shafi'i, and the old opinion of Abu Hanifa, they said it is not allowed. It is not allowed to wipe on the socks. Cotton, wool, it's not allowed. يعني شو brothers, يعني this is subhanallah important to know. There are a lot of sometimes there are rules which are common and we think خلاص this is ijma', while you will find majority of scholars opposite. لا يجوز مسح عليهما. Yes, Abu Hanifa, this is the old opinion of Abu Hanifa, Malik والشافعي. They say no, this is not allowed. The second opinion, okay, it is allowed if they are thick and they cover. Okay, so now the first opinion not allowed. The second, they say it is allowed but with conditions. If the sock is thick, safiq. What does it mean safiq? What does it mean safiq? It means you cannot see the skin. It is thick. طيب. And also it covers the place of fard. محل الفرد. What is the meaning of محل الفرد? Washing the feet up to ankles. So now we have problem with the new socks. And every day, less and less. طيب.
Only now the bottom has come.
Yes, bottom. So the second opinion, this is Madhab al-Hasan al-Basri and Imam Ahmed, and also some scholars from the Hanafi, Shafi'i and Hanbali. Yani not all the Hanafi, okay, some. And also not all the Shafi'i, some of the scholars Shafi'i. So they said, okay, this is allowed, but this sock should be thick, not like the common socks nowadays. Thin. No, we are not talking about. According about the holes, this is a different issue. We spoke about that. Okay.
Also it covers the fur.
Covered up to ankle.
Yes.
Up to ankle.
Up to ankles. The third opinion, they said it's okay, and this is Madhab Ibn Hazm. And you know Ibn Hazm later, maybe after Abu Hanifa in 300 years or 250 years. And also this is the opinion of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh Al-Uthaymeen. Okay.
Okay for what, Sheikh?
Sorry?
It is okay for what? If it is thin?
The third opinion? Yes, the third opinion, they said it is okay to wipe on the socks even if they are thin.
Ibn Hazm is Hanafi.
No, Ibn Hazm, this is, some scholars say this is the fifth madhab. Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i, Hanbali. Okay, there is a fifth, some scholars say there is a fifth madhab, which is called the Zahiri. There is one of the scholars called Dawood al-Zahiri. He came later, after them. Okay, what is the concept of madhab al-Zahiri? Okay, what does it mean Zahir? Apparent, visible, okay. So they take the hadith. خلاص, the hadith says something, خلاص, we'll take the hadith. We'll not think, yes, the context of the hadith. They mention a common example. The Prophet ﷺ said, it is not allowed to urinate inside the water. Okay, if you have still water, don't urinate in this. It's not allowed. Okay. Zahiri said, okay, the Prophet ﷺ said, did not urinate. Don't urinate inside. But it's okay if you urinate in a container, then you pour this urine inside the water. The Prophet ﷺ said, don't urinate. Okay? In the water. The Zahiri said, okay, this is not allowed. But if you can, if you like to make it, okay, urinate inside the container, then you can pour the urine inside this water. This is not haram. Yes, they say because the Prophet ﷺ, because he said, don't urinate in the water. You do not urinate in the water. You urinate in this container. Okay, so the scholars criticize them.
How do they go to the toilet? Every toilet has water. No?
Huh?
Every toilet has still water nowadays.
No, what does it mean? It's still water that people use for take shower, yani, you know, if you have a lake or some pond, something like this. Okay, so I mean, yani, the scholars criticize them. This is, yani, they do major mistakes in fiqh.
The hadith doesn't say that. Still
But yes, but the mean.
They should take it like that then. Even in the toilet, they shouldn't do it.
Okay, خلاص. Till Ibn Hazm. Okay, so this is madhab Zahiri. But no doubt, yani, the scholars respect Ibn Hazm because he wrote a great book called Al-Muhalla bil-Athar. He has a huge book full of athar. What's mean athar? Yani, things about the narrated by the companions radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. Okay, but they don't agree with his concepts, yani. And this is not acceptable, but many times he's acceptable, or some scholars accept. Okay, yeah, like this issue. Okay, he said, "Khalas, if it is acceptable to wipe on the socks, khalas. Why should you put thick? This is sock or not? Yes, this is khalas. You can wipe. Thick, thin, we don't care." So some scholars agree, like Shaykh Ahmed AlRumh agreed with him. Shaykh Islam Taymi agreed with him.
should cover the ankle.
This is okay, another issue. Okay, but I mean the point is thick or thin. Okay, what is the proof that the sock should be thick? So Ibn Hazm said, "Khalas, if it is allowed to wipe on the socks, khalas. Thick, thin, white, black, wool, cotton, khalas. This is allowed." طيب. Okay, yes, some scholars they use this concept. Yani the hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wiped on the socks. Al-Jawrab. Okay, Alif Lam. طيب. They say this Lam al-Ahdiyya. يعني for example, where was the halqa? Someone asks you, where was the halqa? You say, the halqa was in the masjid, fil masjid. Okay? Which masjid? Okay. Everyone knows that the halqa was Masjid Al-Asfur al-Mishrif. Okay? So you did not say in Masjid Al-Asfur, the name of this masjid is Masjid Al-Asfur. Okay? So you did not say in the Asfur masjid, you say in the masjid. And he immediately understood. Okay, so this is called Lam al-Ahdiyya. Immediately we know. So when the companion said it is allowed to wipe on the sock. So what was the common sock? Which is thick. This was common at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the sock is thick and also it is long. It covers the ankles. I mean, some scholars said like that. That's why they put this condition. But like Ibn Hazm said, no, khalas. At this time, when people wear this kind of cotton or wool, they call it what? They call it socks. Socks, khalas. Wipe on it. Wipe on it. طيب. And covering the ankles. طيب.
Another opinion is allowed.
Yes, but it should be thick.
Thick.
It should be thick.
Second opinion.
Yes. Yes. That's يعني this is very very important. Okay, يعني يعني sometimes we are following an opinion which is يعني not said by any of the four imam, only by Ibn Hazm. Okay, So I will not say we are wrong, but at least we should respect the other opinion. Because this is the main opinion, the opinion of the majority of scholars. Okay, so be careful, because sometimes people say, see this, Ibn Uthaymeen said this is okay. So some people, until now, okay, they say, okay, this is the Salafi opinion. Please don't confuse the Salafi with the fiqh issues. Okay, لا خلاص, they are Salafi masjid. Okay, why they are Salafi masjid? Because they are putting the hands on the chest. Okay, but majority of scholars said this is not authentic. Majority of scholars said the hadith is not authentic. Yes, Shaykh bin Baz, Shaykh bin Uthaymeen, Shaykh Al-Albani, they said yes, it is sunnah to keep in the salah your hands on the chest. But majority of scholars said no, this is not authentic. Okay, so don't consider that those people who are keeping the hands on the chest, they are Salafi, and those who are keeping their hand below the navel, they are Hanafi. Okay, so don't say Salafi and Hanafi. Okay, Salafi is a methodology of understanding. Because some Salafi scholars, they keep the hands below the navel. Why? Because they don't believe the hadith is authentic. Okay? So please, brothers, be careful. Don't say this is Salafi because of fiqh issue. Well, no, this is Salafi scholar. Why? Because he says covering the face of the woman is wajib. Okay, but many scholars said covering is not wajib, mustahab. Can we say they are not Salafi? No, we cannot. We cannot decide Salafi or not Salafi because of a fiqh issue. طيب. Stop here. We'll continue inshallah next week. I know this is one of the issues in fiqh. A lot of questions. A lot of topics. جزاكم الله خير. صلى الله عليه وسلم.